And if you like the kickstarting capacity of some nice hot chilies, you're gonna love the kickstart that you get from this video, which is going to show you how to make your own homemade chili garland and chili powder. Greetings crew, and welcome back to the Shine Wellbeing Veg Patch. You've got chilies and you've got an abundance and you don't know what to do with them. I'm going to show you how to harvest, preserve, and how to get your plants growing and flourishing again. Let's get our hands dirty. So this sad old chili plant, it's a Thai chili, wonderful producer. It's had a rough winter, and you can see it has an abundance of dead wood on it that we're going to take care of today. We're going to strip back the produce and we're going to turn it into chili powder, and also how to make a chili garland. So the first thing that I do is I strip back the produce, taking away the chilies so that I can see the structure of the plant. But as you're stripping off the plant, it doesn't matter if you've got some discolored chilies like this. You know, I'm not going to put that into the garland. This one I'm going to pop into the waste because it's got a bit of snail or slug mess on it. But if I've got one that's looking a bit discolored like this guy, but he's intact and is in good order, then I'm going to put this and use it for the chili powder. Now if you've got sensitive skin, you really probably want to wear some gloves. For me, not a problem. Okay, so we've got all of the produce off the plant now. That's that stage of the job done. Not a bad haul off of one plant that's been harvested time and time again over the winter. But our work's not finished here. The plant now needs a little love, so let's tend to that. I'm going to take out any dead wood, trim it up so that it can flourish again. Now this plant will come back to life after I give it a little bit of a fertilize, some of our magic compost crew manure blended with our mulch, and in a couple of weeks you won't recognize it. She'll be flourishing again. And you can see it's already covered in quite a number of flowers, so cutting off all of this old produce is going to allow the new produce to get the energy it needs from the plant. But let's start preserving. Welcome to Shine Wellbeing Kitchen crew, and we're going to get our preserving underway. Now what we've just harvested is this basket of amazing chilies, but they're still too fresh to be able to be ground down into powder. Fresh chilies are best for your garland. So not every chili that you harvest is going to be a beautiful chili. You're going to have some ugly ones. You're going to have some ultra small ones. You're going to have some that have discolored. You're going to have some that have even lost their ends. So if you're putting them onto a garland, you really need to have the end intact. So for things like that, we're going to turn it into chili powder, because you know the Shine Wellbeing system is all about zero waste, reducing as much waste as we possibly can, getting the most out of everything. To make your chili powder, you need your dried chilies, and you need a pair of scissors, and you're going to snip off the ends. They're all ready to go into the grinder. So let's make some chili powder. So we've got our coffee grinder and our deheaded chilies. We'll pop them in there. No matter what you do, when you're making your chili powder, be sure to wash your hands. Don't go touching your eyes. You don't want to go too long, because it will heat up the chilies and kind of semi-cook them. We got one chunk that didn't process well, but everything else is nice and clean. So we'll get our chunk, throw it back in the grinder. Now, if you're really particular and you want it super fine, you may need to do it twice. For us, not so interested in that. So let's get another lot done. Tip them in, pop on the lid, screw it into place. So there we have it, crew. Homemade chili powder, super easy, organic chilies fresh from the patch. So that's one way that we can preserve our harvest. The other way is to just store them whole, dried. Now, these guys have been dried, and then you can just toss them straight into a jar. Now, they have to be well dried in order to do this. But you could simply store your chilies like so, if that serves you better in your environment. So that's another way to preserve your chilies. You got chili ideas? You've got preserving ideas? You've got other ways of doing it? I'd love to hear about it. Leave us a comment below. So now you'll never have to buy chili powder or chilies when they're out of season. And you're going to be able to enjoy the beauty of your own garlands. And if you like the kickstarting capacity of some nice hot chilies, you're going to love the kickstart that you get from this video, which is going to show you how to make your own health boosting smoothie. Have a beautiful day. Shine on.